with Maria Posey over there, was talking about the dream. The dream is a famous thing among all the ballet girls here. We have a recurring dream, or really a nightmare. It's all the similar thing, but it's always like well, you tell your dream, and I'll tell you mine.
Well, before I say that, I'd just like to say my experience was different because I didn't start dancing until I was in college. I was a freshman, and I took a couple of classes here and there. I took something with Martha Graham, and so when I was able to get on point, finally at 21, and my dream was to audition for Radio City because I felt it would make me strong. Doing those 4 shows, I would really either make it or not. So, and it was great. My dream, though, the very first show I did, which we have in common here, was Lanterns of Love, and we had little groups, and you had to know which group you went to, and I didn't have much experience, and I was on the wrong side. I was on prompt instead of being on OP, which is opposite prompt, and so I have this recurring nightmare that I can't get to the other side of the stage. It's a block, and I'm like, and I think it really happened. It really happened to you.
Scary. You know, the thing is about the dreams is that it's fearful, and most of the time it's about being late. You're late for the ballet. You can't find your shoes. You can't get the elevator. Something horrible is happening to keep you from getting to the stage. And I'm caught in the stairwell. The elevator doesn't come, so I take to the stairs, and then I can't get off the stairs. I'm running up and down the stairs all night long. I figured out that maybe the reason that we have this dream is not so much that we're afraid of missing the ballet. It's that we have half hour 4 times a day. You have to be there for half hour 4 times a day, every single day. So you're constantly living with time. Time is everything. If you're late, you're in big trouble, because then all hell looks loose, because you're not there on that time. They're already on the phone trying to find out one of the girls that's on holiday. They're panicking already. So if you waltz in 10 minutes late, you're a dead duck, because they've been through hell trying to get someone to come and cover your space. This is why it was so urgent that you be there all the time. So you're always looking at the watch. Now, the last thing we're going to talk about here is the one story about the girl that, this true story, that she really cracked under the train of working there. And one day she bore it out of the wings with costume on, toe shoes, past the stage manager, past the doorman, onto 50th Street with the toe shoes and the costume, and she walked home, never to return. She'd had it, and I don't blame her.
Janice, can I interrupt for 1 second? We all had a rehearsal earlier about where we were going to sit, and one of the ladies was not there, and we are all remiss in not letting her introduce herself.
Oh, yay!
Hello, my name is Kathryn Hull. I worked at Radio City Music Hall, which is why I'm sitting here. Thank you. I was there from September in 1960 to August in 1963. I had a wonderful time there. I had a horrible time there. Everything you all said applies. Everything. It was good, it was bad, it was indifferent. But I had such a good time. When I left, I got a parting gift from everybody that worked there. When I was there, we had a wonderful friendship. Everybody was my best friend. I was in the big room.
Oh, you were the big one.
I was in the big room, against the wall. I was with Betsy. Does anybody remember Betsy?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
She was my friend. She sat on my left. Does anybody remember Jot? She was my other friend. And Joanne?
Sure.
Okay, that was the group that I was with. I'm sorry they are not here tonight. I really would have liked to seen
some of
We
them.
had so many good times together. We used to go to class between shows. When the show was boring, we would go for classes between shows. And up at who did we take? Richard Thomas's class. It worked out with our
It
schedule.
was a great time. I'm
It
so glad
was.
you're here. Really, this makes it all worthwhile. We're so
So
happy.
many
to-
things, funny things happen on stage and behind that you could write a book. But I have to tell you this. Okay. Okay. One of the stories was I just got in and we finished a ballet. This is after rehearsals of 2-3 weeks. And I did the ballet with Istvan Rubovsky. We did Sylphide. And we, finished. We go upstairs, and you wait for the finale. So, I put my feet up on the table and just relax, and I dozed off. Meantime, the music is playing through the, what do you call that? Intercom, like, what do you call that? Not intercom, intercom. And I wake up and I say, oh my God, I have to be on the other side. The stage is huge. On the other side, picking up the lanterns, and lanterns of love, that was the song. That was a simple thing to do, but I had to be on the other side. So I run to the door. The door is locked. Finally open the door. The elevator doesn't come. I run downstairs, go to the stage, and I stop at the almost the last wing, and I want to go on the other side, and I see the cake with the raquettes on it, like a 3-layer cake, a huge thing. And I said, it's moving, so okay, the stage is still, the curtain is still closed, so I'll just run behind it. I started running, and everybody's screaming behind me, the stage manager, and everybody's screaming. And I'm looking, I said, oh my God, it's the audience. So I ran across, upstairs, and I go to my friend, Rosemary, what should I do now? She said, just pick up those lanterns and swing them. So I started going into music, come back, dance captain comes down. The dance captain says, the ballet went terrific, everybody. Everything went very well. Natasha, you didn't stay in. You have to remember your number one. There's numbers that went across and letters that went this way. So you have to be exactly on the point. So she leaves, our dance captain leaves the room, and I said, everybody claps, yay, Oksana. So I was so thrilled. I said, I thought I would get caught. The next show, I made sure I was in the wings 10 minutes before. I'm waiting, and all of a sudden I feel this hand touching me, and I'm turning and I said, oh my God, probably they're going to throw me out now. He says, are you the girl that ran across the stage? And I looked, and I said, I can't lie. I just can't. Yes, I am. So he says, you know what? I won't tell anybody, but will you have dinner tonight with me? So it was a double date, my friend. we went on a dinner date. So that was,
Very good.